So in today's video, I'm going to break down what happened in Robyn's test. Robyn picked up a good few grade twos. I'll explain that as we go, and possibly two grade threes. Definitely one for not stopping at a stop line, and possibly one for progress at a mini roundabout. Again, I'm going to skip all the bits that aren't important, and I'm going to just talk to you about the ones that are.
Going to be doing a mock test in Tallaght. We're going to be doing it with Robyn. Say hello.
Hello.
T junction, then we're going to turn left.
Now, I do mention to her at the end that we are bang smack in the middle there instead of wrapped around that left footpath. And look how close we get to this car when she does turn left. This is, I let her slide, but this is probably a grade three. Look how far she comes out, and look at this red car. That was possibly a grade three, all right, because how close she got. She should have been wrapped around in on the left. Instead, she came out and swung in too close to that left car.
These lights, we're going to be turning right.
So we're turning right onto a dual carriageway here, okay? So we still have the green light. Does this change? I can't remember. So we should go forward, look to the right, and come into that left lane. That's a mark for position on the straight there, because the left lane is the preferred lane, all right? And we would only be in this lane if we were overtaken. In your test, you're probably not going to be overtaking trucks and stuff like that. So now she's in the left lane. So that would have been a mark for position on the straight coming into the right lane instead of the left lane on a dual carriageway.
The left roundabout ahead, straight through, second exit.
So the feedback at the end I gave her here was I gave her a grade one for position for kind of going, she kind of went straight through it. The roundabout was too narrow to go around the outside, but still make a bit of an attempt. But look at the way she flicks her head. She only does it once and keep going. I gave her a grade one for that. Possibly a grade two, but she might have got away with it. I give her a mark for, she good observation there. I give her a mark for being in position on the straight here because we're right out at that centre line. And now I'd be slowing down a bit earlier for that pedestrian because look how close we're getting. Look how close. That was definitely observation turning left there. I let that slide in the
D junction, turn left. You're turning right.
and I give her a bit of feedback here about this when she turns. See, we want to be looking up the road and aim straight past this car on the left. See the way we're driving at it, we're driving at it, we're driving at it. We wanted to be straight out. Once there was no cars coming, straight out to the middle, straight past. So in the feedback I give her at the end, she still has a left indicator on here. There's no need for that when you're reversing around the corner. And she does, I give her a grade two. It could have been a grade three because she's very wide. You probably won't see it on these cameras. See how, look, they see how far away the path is there. And that should have seen that car as well. Look at that centre line there. What miles away from the path. That was a grade three, that was. And I also give her a grade two for observation moving off. Wait and you see what happens here. There's a lot of messing with the steering wheel there.
And stop that there.
So now she should do gosh out and move off.
Right. So we're going to move off in park position, T junction, we're going to turn left.
Boom, indicator and go. There's a few marks on that. Now we have come on to a 50 here. I give her a grade two on this road because a lot of this was going 44 kilometers an hour. See the way it's nice and safe. That should have been up to 50 and hold it at 50. Now, when we get onto this road, she gets two marks for position on the straight. A lot of this road, it's kind of hard to see it on the dash cam, but we're actually just to the right, just to the left of that centre line, and we wanted to be centre left. Position on the straight. It's kind of hard to judge it there because the camera is on this side of the windscreen.
We're gonna be turning left.
So we take this left turn. Now you'll see it here on the side, maybe, but we wanted to be, we see the sign of authority, and now we're into authority, holding authority. She gets up to 41 here. She hammers up the road.
T junction, we're gonna turn left.
And this is the stop line where we didn't stop.
Stop at that last stop line.
Yeah.
Mini roundabout, we're gonna take the second exit round to the right.
Now, this could possibly be a grade 3 for progress on the roundabout. She should have looked to the right. She hasn't looked. So that means she can't see. And she stops and lets that car go. When instead, we should have went before that car because we were to their right. Although I know she does know the rules of the roundabout, the tester might
We're
think
gonna go straight down the
she
stairs.
didn't know the rules of the roundabout there and allowed that person to go. Possibly a grade 3. A hard mark I would have given it to her, I'd say. Now she gets a mark for progress here because we're at a stop line and she stops because we were laughing at the last one. She's looking right and left. There's nothing coming. That car was way too far away. See how long we were waiting on it, and that's the feedback I gave her. I thought I mentioned the bus and the feedback, but there was nothing coming when we stopped. Once you stop, right and left, off you go. And this road is a 50. Now she gets a second grade 2 for position on the straight here. She comes straight out into the right lane when instead, if you remember from earlier on, we're supposed to be go straight into the left lane. So it's straight into the left lane from there. Always the left lane. Well, not always. Usually the left lane, and then the right lane is for overtaking. So that's a mark for position on the straight.
Parallax.
Right.
Well done, well done, well done. How do you think that went?
Not too bad. Better than the actual test.
There was a few things I marked you on, alright?
Mhm.
Now, you possibly failed the test twice there, alright?
Right.
For the stop line, now we'll have a look at that again when we watch the video, alright?
Yeah.
But you really want to stop and then look right and left, alright? Your reverse around the corner was very wide.
Yeah, no, it's that.
A hard mark I would have paid for that. You were in the so the reverse around the corner, you would have got possibly a grade 3 for competency. It was like we were in the middle of the road. Also there was no need for any left signal, no signal.
See, again, I thought it was,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
convinced I was told signals for.
yeah, you probably were, yeah.
Yeah.
And your observation, there wasn't enough blind spot looks,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm going to start from the start. So when we came out there, that T junction now, a very cruel mark I would have marked if our position turning left at the T junction, just at the gate there. But I just wrote it down just to let you know about, you did want to be kind of wrapped around where we are,
Yeah,
bang
I know,
smack in the
so-
middle. But it was on the start of the test, so I kind of let that
Yeah.
slide a bit, alright? Then as we were coming down, it was a little bit loose. We were kind of, our position wasn't great, but I let it slide all the way up. And then we got a grade 2 for position on the straight when we turned right at Burger King.
Yeah.
When we came into the right-hand lane, that was a mark for position on the straight, all
Yeah.
right? So then we had to move into the left lane and we took the slip road. Now, I gave you a grade 1 for position on that roundabout. You know, when we took the slip road, it's not a big roundabout, but we were still kind of on the inside lane.